Happy Easter, everybody. This is Jesse with J.FINESSE Flights. Today I'm bringing you guys another review on a frame. This frame here is from Banggood. Okay, it is called the Minibigger 255 FPV Racer, or racing drone. I don't know why it's called the Minibigger. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So, okay, in the box you get 3 bags. One bag has the frames, one bag has the hardware, and the other bag has these guys. You get these. They give you a tool with this kit. You actually get this tool right here, and it does fairly well. It fits this 8mm. It fits the prop nuts very good. And the plus side of using an aluminum wrench, or aluminum tools on anodized aluminum. An anodized tool on an anodized aluminum is, it does not take the anodized coloring off of the nut or the tool itself, or the part itself. It's a lot kinder to the aluminum, so you don't lose any of the color on the edges and scuffs them. So that's why it's best to use anodized aluminum tools with anodized aluminum parts. Anyway, after that little lesson, but they give you this, and this is all in a bag. I don't understand. I think this is a battery strap. Why is it aluminum is beyond me. I have no clue. It weighs. Well, let's just find out how much it weighs. How about that? Because I do have my scales working. $13.5. That's outlandish. Outlandish. 13.5 grams for a battery plate. Let's go ahead and weigh this quad. See what we get here. My scales have been acting. Well, I tell you what, guys. I've already weighed it. It weighs 99 grams. 99.1 on my scales. As you can see, I've already installed a camera, and that is a micro camera. And I have an ESC in here. But let's go ahead and weigh it with just those two. 127. That's 27 grams. 28 grams. Because, like I said, I've already weighed it. And it was. I do have some different hardware in here. Oh, we've got an issue going on here. The camera, I don't have it popped in all the way. Camera brackets. You know what? They could probably use some filing, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's going to have to be filed down some, I believe. Where the camera plates go into the frame. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's warped. But I did find these mounts, man. These mounts are awesome for this micro camera. It fits all your bigger sized, like your aliens, or I don't know about aliens. They're a little different, but let's check it. See how big. I think it's 27 or 28 millimeters inside of this frame, or for the camera. Yeah, it's 28 mil. Get that in there all the way. Yeah, 28 millimeters. Okay. Arms 4. So I can't get that to work. 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. 4 mil. 4 mil. 2 mil top plate. And we have a sandwich plate here. 2 mil. 2 mil. So that, 4 millimeter arms, 2 millimeter plates. And I think, let's see if we can check this guy. We'll just do a all together. I think it's a 4 millimeter though. Yeah, 4mm with this. I don't know if it's a GoPro mount or just a support bracket to kind of give it some extra strength. I'm not real sure what that's for, I'll be honest with you all. But regardless, this is a 255mm 6-inch. It will sling a 6-inch prop. Right here I have a 6-inch dowel prop. Let's line up the holes. There you go. Plenty of clearance. Okay. Let's check inside of these standoffs. Let's see what that's going to come out to be inside the standoffs. And these standoffs are weird, so let's measure that. 33, we'll call it. 31, 32. So, oh, they are. Let's check the height, the stack height, standoff / stack height. 35. Is that right? 35 millimeter standoffs. I guess that's right. Make sure I'm measuring that right. Yeah, 35 millimeters inside. Oh, and another thing. This is what I don't like about this kit, you guys. It is very rigid. You know, I mean, it is. I have plenty of frames, and I've got one that's really not rigid. So I know the difference when I say one is rigid and the one that isn't rigid. Here, I'll give you a, for instance, I think I've brought this out before. That, my friends, is not a rigid frame. I'm sure you all can see that. Okay. Now, one thing it doesn't really do is when you go to twist it, it doesn't twist. But that is not rigid. So, and that's a real ACC X210. This is rigid. It's plenty, got it plenty strong enough. And what I didn't like, let's get back to that. Okay, you have 8 of these recessed frame nuts. Okay, the bolts, the screws, whatever you want to call them. The screws for those frame nuts. Make sure I'm zeroed out here. I wasn't. Okay. The length on these are coming in at 12 millimeters. I had, you cannot use, and there's 8 of them. They want you to use these screws in all 8, but your stack is tied in there. Okay, here's the ones that go to your stack, and you get the same nuts, these frame nuts. They recess into the carbon, and they go right underneath your stack, which is cool because I have room. I don't have to put anything down. I always put O-rings regardless, but you're going to need some extra hardware here, people, and that's what I didn't like about this frame. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on camera, how long this standoff is. This is what you're going to need. If you run this, at least you're gonna, let's see, I'll take it up to there. The least you can go, and I'm just gonna tell you what I got. I've got a 16 millimeter bolt. 16 millimeter bolt. 4 16 millimeter bolts is what you're gonna need to clear. That's for you to be able to put these standoffs in here, to mount your FC or your PDB or anything like that. At least that's what you got to have. So if you don't have your own hardware, get some. I picked this up off of Amazon a while back, I think it was, or GearBest or Banggood, I don't remember, but it was like 10 bucks maybe. It's got all kinds of different things in it, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna run a rear battery or top battery. I don't know which way I'm gonna mount it. So I just used a button head. But now the camera, if you're going to use, I'm going to have to put it in the video description. I will put it in the video description. I got this mount, I think it was from Race Day Quads, and it is made to fit right regular size cameras. And it's cool as crap how it works. Okay, what it is that you get 4 plastic pieces. I don't know if these are 3D printed or what they are. They don't really look 3D printed. I don't know. But anyway, you get 4 of these. These are 2 different sizes. Okay, these are bigger here. Then you get a smaller set. They're half. Well, you can kind of see them there. They're quite a bit smaller. Puts the screws about right here in the center with the smaller ones. But what I did was, or what it comes with, is a recessed screw, and it'll recess through here. And what that does, you can have your camera. Your camera's going to mount through here, through the plate. Let's see how I have it. See how that is? So it's going to sit for this one. It's going to sit just like that. Okay, you put this screw in, mount it to your plates first. You know, your camera plates. Then come back and put your camera screws in, just like you would normally. You put your you just slide your camera in there, put your bolts through the camera, and you can adjust it and all that. But you got to be careful not to tighten these up too much, because you can't turn them. Once you don't want to tear up your camera. But these are great, and I don't think they were very expensive. They come with these nuts though, these lock nuts. But I'm not using the lock nut. I don't see where I need to, because on this frame, it was the holes tight enough and the tolerance that it just threaded right through. I'm not going to put a nut on there, add extra weight, and it's going to stick out like a sore thumb unless I paint it black with a Sharpie or something, But I'm not using it. And you're gonna need some pretty long screws. That's where this kit comes in handy, because it's got the same size that fits these cameras that are different lengths. So that's coming in handy again, and I use them for all of my mounts, because these are the screws that come with the kit right here. That's what they want you to run through your carbon and run to your standoff. So when you get to here, that's all you have going through there. That's it. There's like 3 or 4 threads there. That's not cutting it. It's not going to cut it. I run as long of a bolt as I can. The hardware I have and my standoffs, and I tell you what, it makes a difference. It'll keep from your whole stack shifting if you crash on concrete. I've seen people blow out their standoffs, or they'll just shear. The bolts will shear right off, and then you can't get them back out of your standoff. So, and these are stainless, so they're not going to break. You'll bend them. I've seen them bend, but I have never had one break, and I've crashed on concrete hard. So, anyway, but yeah, this is the Minibigger on GearBest. I think it advertised. I got it on sale for like $27 or something like that, and it weighs 99.1 grams, fully assembled, except for the battery strap, and these 2 I did not put on there. Okay, and I'm running a little longer hardware, and it's stainless, big head stainless. Those were in there, and that measured 99. With these 4, but that's it. Nothing else was on it at 99 grams. But yeah, if you guys want one, they make them in a 7-inch also. I think it's 275 millimeter, 255, 275, 277, 275. Somewhere in there. But yeah, that's my review. Stay tuned. I've got another one. I'm gonna review. We're gonna review the Hyperlight Flow Rider. I just recently built a floss, so I'll probably introduce my floss to you guys when I review the Flow Rider frame. It's 6-inch also. So thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a blessed day. Happy Easter. Love you guys.